Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Hey everyone.
Today we are back to talk about the hard truths of being a parent. Pause. Is that microphone on?
Hey, you don't even trust your husband? On.
Oh. Today we are here to talk about the hard truths of being a parent.
Yeah.
We have 5 examples.
Oh, I was like 5 kids. The way you paused.
What?
The way you paused this
No,
now.
Declan is
We have 5, so we're gonna tell you
only
exactly.
child. No.
I was like, what's happening here?
No. So today we're going to be talking about 5 truths that we found out, or I would say like 5 items that we wish we would have known before becoming parents. The minute that we announced that we were pregnant, we started getting so much advice, so much love and support from everybody. It was like, you're going to love it. You're going to be great.
Right.
And everybody tells you all of the upsides of being a parent. Which,
There's some downsides.
and some of the downsides.
There's some.
There were some people who were like very honest with
Make
us.
sure you get your rest. Maybe sleep when the baby sleeps.
Which makes sense.
Right.
Like, we did appreciate that. But it was heavy on the positive. Like, there wasn't a lot of, let me just tell you the real of what it's going to be like when being a parent.
And then real doesn't always have to be negative either.
Right.
Like, it could be just simply, I mean, this is what it is. It's neither positive or negative, but this is the truth of being parents. And so
Yeah.
that's, like, for the most part, I think that's what we want to talk about today.
Yes. So the first one is how expensive childcare is. Nobody warned us. Nobody told us. Everybody was like, it's going to be great.
And that was before inflation.
Before inflation.
Like before
No one
inflation.
said anything about how much it cost to put an infant in daycare. For all the moms and dads out there who are lucky enough to be stay-at-home parents, more power to you. Because this daycare life, let me just go ahead and tell y'all, is ghetto. It's very ghetto, all right? I mean, it is expensive as all get out. I understand that it's for his education, and since going to daycare, Declan has like really grown, bloomed, blossomed, all that good stuff. Very smart child. But oh, it comes with a price. It
Comes with a big price.
With a price.
And then we're not even that bougie. Like he doesn't go to a daycare that has like quartz countertops or anything like fancy.
We
like,
did tour some of those.
very fancy. And I was like, we can't afford this. So he goes to a great daycare, but it's just like, man, it's expensive.
We did not realize that we had
That much money.
that much money every month. Like before we had kids, it was just like, yeah, let's go out to eat here
Right.
and there. You know, you buy yourself, some clothes, take care of yourself, splurge on yourself, but did not realize that we had every month the amount of money that we spent on daycare. So that would just be the one thing that I would say, like, I wish we would have known before going into having kids.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would say
For number 2.
No one cares about you. I'm gonna put it out there. No one cares about you as a human being when you have a child. Like, it's just like, oh, what about Declan? What about the baby? What about the little one? It's like,
How's he doing?
How's he doing?
I'm fine. Thank you
Prime
for
example.
asking.
Prime example. So Declan, because of daycare, he got sick repeatedly the first year in daycare. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it was just constant. Every week
Daycare germs.
Yeah, it was bad. And so one time he got me sick, and it was to the point where it was like I went from a cold
Yep.
to bronchitis
Yes.
to walking pneumonia. See, are you
It
laughing
was
at
a
me?
lot. It was a lot because I swear Declan came home with a runny nose, sneezed in Greg's face, and it was all downhill. Like, took Greg out.
Because I was like, oh, I got a cold. Okay, cool. And then it's like, it kept going. I kept coughing and stuff. I was like, do I have COVID? And then
Wasn't COVID.
got tested. This is like the height of COVID. So like, this is like when you go to your doctor, and he had a whole suit on.
Hazmat suit.
And I was sitting in a car, and he was like, giving me the COVID test. And I'm like, is this COVID? And he's like, no, you just have bronchitis. And then I had walking pneumonia. So that was a span of like 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm talking to family members. I ain't gonna put nobody out there. My mom. Well, I ain't gonna put nobody out there. So I'm calling people. They're like, I'm like, hey, I'm doing all right. He's like, oh, what happened to you? And I tell him, hey, I have walking pneumonia. And Declan gave it to me. They'd be like, oh, how's Declan doing? Is he okay now?
Is he all right?
Is he all right?
I'm just telling you, like, I don't have a voice.
I'm half dead.
You're asking me about the baby?
You asked me about the baby. The baby's fine.
Y'all, Declan bounced
so
back like it was nothing. I will definitely say daycare germs are a whole nother level. So that's something to definitely be prepared of. People warned us of that, 100%. But Declan, I swear, he just had a runny nose. He was fine, running around. Nothing happened to him.
Well, I'm in the bed just, oh my God, what am I going to do?
Walking pneumonia, y'all.
I got to take off. Okay, I can't make it. I can't make it.
Yeah.
And then people just ask it, oh, how's he doing? Prime example. And then other times it's just simply, they come and they see Declan. Oh, Greg, you're here. I'm like, yeah, I was here the whole time.
It happens a lot to Greg, sadly. I feel like it's a dad. I feel like it's a dad thing. Like, a lot of moms know how hard it is on moms. So like, we will intentionally ask, like, how are you doing as the mom?
Yeah.
So like, ladies, we connect. We don't typically ask, like, how's dad doing? Like, how's he holding up? It's also a change for dads too. So I guess that could be, a bonus one. Just making sure that when you all have kids, or if you have friends that are parents, like, check on the dads. All right, so number three. Something that I did not realize before having a kid is how important it is to have a village around you. And the village goes all the way around, which pretty much plays into like what I was just saying, right? Having a village to help you with the child is one thing, but having that support system for the mom and dad is also really important. So we have mom friends, like parent friends, that also have kids around the same age as Declan. And it's helpful when they can take Declan and we can focus on ourselves. It's also helpful that the dads and the moms are like, we have similarities that we can connect to. Because you can't always rely on your spouse to be like, oh my God, Declan got on my nerves today and he's just so annoying. Sometimes it is very true, okay? I love Declan to death, but sometimes he can be doing a lot.
Yeah.
And you don't always want to voice that to your partner. Sometimes you just need to be able to voice that to another girlfriend who understands the mom struggle, or another dad who understands the dad struggle.
Right.
Mom struggles and dad struggles are very different sometimes. Having that village to support, like helping raise your kid, but then also helping to like have those sounding boards for the parents is also really important.
Agree.
Yeah.
Definitely agree on that.
So that was number 3.
What was
number 4? What was the 4th one that you came up with?
Oh no.
That's Declan's favorite thing to say.
Oh no. I think I would say how much money and time you had before having a child. Like time management. I thought I was doing well with time management before I had Declan, but when you have a child, is a whole nother level of time management. And then just like in the daycare example, like with money, it's like I had that much money every month.
We were bad with money
to
before
save and
to
spend.
realize that.
Yeah. So I think that's number 4 for me, is like time and money. Like and then now is, we're on another level, whatever that level is, in regards to money management and time management, because like you said, we have a little one, but before I was just like, I didn't know.
Not to say that we were like bad with money, because I catch myself,
like,
right?
It wasn't that bad.
We weren't bad with money, but it's just a matter of like, you realize really quickly that it's like, oh, well, what was I spending this money on, or what was I doing with it? I mean, you had it because nothing else changed. Like, nothing else has changed. But then when you look at it, you're like, huh. Or even just like the time example, like we've always had 24 hours in a day. Before we had Declan, it was like, what were we doing? Because now it's, you wake up and it's go, go, go. You realize that you've cleaned the house, you went to work, you've taken him to daycare, you've picked him up from daycare, you fed him, you bathed him. Like, all of that happened in the same 24 hours that we had before we had him. I don't know. It's just, it changes, like you said. You get to a whole other level, like you level up with life.
Let's just move on.
All right, so number 5, our last one. The last thing that I will say that I learned is to be in the now. like to appreciate the now. There are plenty of times, and I guess we can say this now that Declan is 2, because when we look back when Declan was like 1 month, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for him to sleep through the night. Like I cannot wait for him to be able to sit on the bed without me having to strap him into something. And now that I'm looking back, those were actually very easy times. They were rough, don't get me wrong.
Right.
Like learning to operate with very little sleep or broken sleep, like your sleep pattern changes. That really wasn't too bad. It really wasn't too bad. You look back and you're like, I wish, like I can't wait for him to start crawling or for him to start talking. And now that he's like up running around and starting to use like phrases and say no, you're like, bro, just go back to not talking. I remember the days where I could just sit you on the couch in your little boppy and be fine. Like I could at least wash a dish and be okay. Now, me trying to wash dishes, he is so helpful. He wants to take everything out of the dishwasher, even when it's dirty. He wants to pull all of the pots and pans out of the cabinets because he's also cooking too. Like it's very helpful. Like I see where he's going. But you just have to be mindful of like, I have to gate you into places now.
Yeah, because even, I think I did a post on my Instagram and people was like, oh, you think 2s are bad, terrible 2s, wait till the 3s and 4s. And then like, Declan's a talker. Like he babbles, like he's
full-on conversation.
I have no idea what he's saying. And I'm like, I'll be looking at you like, oh, he's gonna be a talker, huh? And that's like, you know, when he turns probably 3, 4, like he's really gonna be talking. So I'm trying to enjoy the now of him being a 2-year-old, because probably the 3s and 4s it'll be different.
He's really gonna be telling you things.
Oh, he's really gonna
right now. You just nod and be like, "What? I cannot believe it!" Like you play along with it. You're not really paying much attention. So yeah, I would definitely say living in the now is one major thing that we've definitely learned since having Declan. We'll be curious to know if there are other things that you've learned or that you have heard from either like any of your parent friends that they wish that they would have known before having a kid. Interested to hear from you guys. Drop us a comment. Share your thoughts below. We want to know. Is there anything that we may have missed that was really helpful for you all?
I mean, we could have kept going, but we just named top 5.
Yeah, we just want the top 5.
But we want to know from you though. Like, let us know some things that you learned. Like, oh, I did not know this is what happens when you become a parent.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you all liked this video, please like and subscribe and hit that bell so that you can stay notified of all of our videos.
Trying to get 200,000, baby.
Yeah, 200,000
subscribers
this year. We can do it.
Let's do it.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.